There we go. I think it's back now. Hopefully. That was strange. Strange stuff. Yeah, I put it on my YouTube. Like I said. Hey, M. Valayo. Yeah, guys. Basically, I came on here to see if anybody had any questions about district. If they wanted to pop in the stream, we could talk through some stuff or whatever y'all want to do. Just in here hanging out, talking to you guys in the chat. But haven't done a whole lot of lives on One Stop Shop in a while, so just wanted to open it up. If people are here, if people, maybe you've not been on district, maybe you've never ran a live stream, maybe you just have a question, feel free to either drop it in the chat or I can invite you in and put you on the little screen there beside me. It's just going to take a little bit of time. There's like 6 people in here. So that's what we got going on. So if you guys got any questions for me or got anything going on, or hey, maybe there is something you're looking for that you're like, I don't know. Whoa. There was a bunch of chat that I missed. Uncle Steve was in here for a minute. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. That packing a little orders from last night. So ran a auction last night on commons. So we had a pretty good time with that. Got to come on with my buddy Cernot. So that's always a good evening. And I think Ox joined us later on. I don't know if I've got any chat in the OBX picker. I've got my computer on behind me, so I'm kind of peeking around at it occasionally. Yeah. Or if you got an item you're looking for, I can look for it in the shop. We got a bunch. We have almost 1,700 items in our shop. So if you're looking for something, check out One Stop Shop. If you've never purchased from One Stop Shop, it's Mulligan's is the code to save 5. Hey, masses over on YouTube. You can come over to One Stop Shop at district.net if you want to come and hang out. That's what we got going on. So that's what we're doing today. Let me see here. Profile. I'm going to drop this in the chat. If you guys have never checked out District before, it is a great place to buy and to find items you're looking for. And if you like to sell items, you can come in as well and do that. So, face red, droopy eyes. Me? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's got the an emoji. It's funny that he types out what his emoji is. That's kind of crazy. Have to go. Have a good day. Yep. Thanks. James Spears. Yeah, that's what we got going on. Hey, Absolute Finds. How are you doing? I just popped in to see if anybody wanted any help with anything district related, or if they've never ran a live auction or have questions about that, or if they're interested in anything district related or retail related. then we're in here. I was going to give people opportunity if they wanted to pop in our stream. You could do that as well. So just let me know. Absolute Finds. Have you started selling on District now? I know you've done a lot of buying over the past little while. My chat's a little slow. It was a little laggy on here last night. I'm not sure if that was just a freak thing going on or if something was happening. You trying to get some listings up on One Stop? I got you. Appreciate you. It's kind of weird how the chat is now. It looks like that it's showing people coming in, but then like just then it showed that more people had joined the live, but it didn't really show who it was or what it was. So if you're not following us over here on One Stop, then come on through. If you're here and you want to just, hey, hang out, I'm trying to make a good effort at selling more often with auctions. Was working on some fishing stuff too. Nice. Yeah, we hope to get that sports marketplace up going more often. And I'm planning on doing some more lives over here on One Stop Shop. Um, so I know we've been kind of dormant for a while. Took some time off here, but I'm going to start try to do a live stream at least once a week over here. And yeah, if any of you guys are interested in any of that, then we'll do what we can to help you as well. A couple things absolute that are a little better over here. I think the shipping is better over here because you can do a lot more customized shipping. I know that they give you the um, over there they give you the forgiveness clause or whatever. I haven't done Whatnot a whole lot. I did one a while back, but I kind of moved over here. Also, here you don't get charged a fee on the shipping. Whereas Whatnot does charge fees on the shipping. So there's a couple things. I mean, sure, some of it's probably depending on what you're selling as well. But Pinjo, what's going on, buddy? I'm just sitting here hanging out. I hadn't been running anything. I've just been talking. But hey, I do have one of my lights I could give away to you guys. It looks like there's like about 10 people or so in here. We'll do that while we're waiting. Let's see if I can find one. I thought I put one in here. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, I've got in these lights. So if you're interested in one, you can purchase them. But while I'm in here talking, I'll just give one away. There's only 6 of you guys, so you guys could come in and win a light. They're kind of cool. They're like this. They clip on your phone. 3 settings. They clip right on top and still give you a chance to use them. So you like your odds. Joe, you already bought one, hadn't you? There's one there. Yeah, nice little light. I got one of these, and so ended up sourcing some out. I got one I've been using for listing. They're rechargeable, which is cool. So, yeah, if you're interested in that, you're welcome to it. Shazad Hussein. Thanks for stopping through. There's a link to where we're at, Shazad, over here in the YouTube chat. How's the best way to schedule a show? maybe in the future, just contact us. Yeah, I can walk you through it. Absolutely. It's no problem. You've got the district app, yeah. And I think you've applied. If you schedule a show, we'll do what we can to push you out on those days. And I could even, or you could come in and co-host with me sometime if you want, or Cernock. Um, yeah, it's pretty easy once you're in there. You've already applied to sell through us, through here at One Stop. Yeah, yeah, you're welcome to come in and talk. We're just in here hanging out, talking about district. So yeah, I mean, I could show you whatever you want to do. Kevin in the house. Good to see you. Kevin, I'm going live. I was just doing a little listing, and I talked to you a little bit the other day, but a reseller in the UK used to watch you with Tommy. Hell, cool. Well, that's cool. That's way back, man. Way back. Shazad, I don't know if they have a district over there yet, do they? Where's the tip jar? Oh, man. I didn't put one in. Started out slow. I was going to see if anybody wanted to come in and do a little interaction, but we'll put one in there. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know if we do global shipping overseas through here. I honestly, I don't know because I haven't done it. If we do, but and I don't know if this app is available to you guys over there yet. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. So right now I am giving away a ring light. Like if anybody is interested in that, I showed it earlier. I actually got a load of them in and might be able to do a different color. Only the UK. Only the UK. Canada, Australia, New Zealand, UK. There you go. There you go. Yeah. The shipping process is pretty easy over here too. Absolute. I know you were talking about that earlier. Honestly, the shipping doesn't get any easier than what it is here because you can do custom shipping. You can offer, yeah, you can combine things and separate things and do all that good stuff as well. So that makes it easy. Let's see. I was getting ready to ship something right now. Joe Deals. Joe Deals now has a backup light. That's what he's got. Joe's like, I like my odds in a giveaway. I like my odds over here. There you go, Kevin. Thank you, buddy. Hope you're enjoying your vacation. Yeah, I don't know if I can hide. Let me see if I can hide someone's personal information, and I'll take you through shipping just a little bit here. Let me see here. It may be hard. Just don't harass this person, okay? I'll tell you what. Let me do Cernock's brother. I want to do his label because Michael, I don't think he'll care. So I have this box of army stuff that I'm giving him. Shuffling people. Yeah. Shuttling people. Gotcha. Gotcha. I got this army stuff that I'm giving him. So here's how it is. So all you have to do for shipping for this is you go to where it says shipment right over here. And then I've got shipments right here, right? Going out. I'm gonna try to hide people's address other than him. So now I just need to do like normal shipment, like get a weight and a measure. So that'll be fairly easy with this box that I got for him. First of all, I'm going to put it on the scale and see what we're working with. Right? So we'll see what we're working with. All right, so it's like 2 pounds, 6 ounces. And it's in an 8 by 10 by 6 box. So what I can do is go in here to where it says create label. You guys see that? Hey, Pix, thanks for coming through. Create label. All right, so I'm going to add this weight in here, 2 pounds, 8 ounces. So make sure you change the pound. That's one of the things that I messed up on the most early on was that I had a couple packages that I ended up having to mess with a little bit because I didn't notice, because I was like, why is the shipping so cheap? Well, if it's 2 ounces, that's a big difference than 2 pounds. So there's that. So 10 by 8 by 6, and then I can get the rates here, right? So I get the rates. All right, so that's 967 on Ground Advantage. Now I can do this. I can go in here and also do, like, I want to keep track of that same measurements and everything. I can go in here and also like copy that address. Now that's what I do is I copy the address. I'm gonna do that real quick. So I'm just copying this address and I'm taking it with me over to Pirate Ship. So I use Pirate Ship for my own shipping on this. So Pirate Ship would be you just create a label. I'm going to do this stuff real fast. Like you can't see his address where the screen is. So I'm just going to go in here in Pirate Ship. Once you sign up for Pirate Ship, like there's really no charge to you other than what you pay for shipping. I'm adding these weights and measures in here, 10 by 8 by 6. We're talking 2 pounds, 8 ounces, right? And then just hit get rates. So remember that other was 967. You remember that for ground? So let's see over here, UPS. Sometimes UPS is cheaper. Sometimes it's not. Obviously, it's not here. And USPS is even more expensive over here as well. So this is something I was telling someone just the other day is that like Pirate Ship. I love Pirate Ship. I use it for UPS a lot. But what have we found out with this demonstration is that the shipping here is technically cheaper through district. It's cheaper. So now you know, like that's actually 2.5. Now we saw that, right? 10 by 8 by 6, same weight, same measurement. Did you see what it was over there? $13 through USPS. Pirate Ship must have not negotiated the rates lately. Here we got this. 967. Let's go. Right? So we're just going to create that label and get her printed out. Easy peasy. All right. So that's what we're working with. Like shipping is super easy in district. You can go through your whole thing. I've got numerous orders to ship today from last night's show. but you can just go right through that thing. Yeah, double check pirate ship. Sometimes it's cheaper, sometimes it's not. Like I always like to double check because honestly, guys, that's your money, right? That's your money that's being given out if you're shipping something like ultimately you're the one paying the price. Now you can one of the other cool things about district is you can do progressive shipping, meaning you can add, like your first item would be whatever you think that about what that's going to be as far as costs. I know some people when they first come on shows and they're buying one item, well, just like commons, like me and Cernox sell on commons quite a bit. When you first sell on commons, you have Black Sheep Society. Good to see you, buddy. When you sell on commons, we're talking wholesale, right? So a lot of my items are bigger, bulkier, weightier. So those items will cost a little bit more in shipping. So if you're a reseller and you resell on other platforms, like automatically that those things may cost a little bit more to ship because of weight and size, right? So unless you want to pay for that yourself and you don't mind doing that, you probably want to make sure you cover that first item. But then if it's an item where there's still room to put it in a box with other items, then you can use that progressive option, which really helps a lot when you're both for the buyer, saves them money, and for you as well when you're able to bundle items together. So it does incentivize buying more than one item. I know when I go in a show, if I only buy one item, like I really don't get the most bang for my buck because getting that second item is the one that kind of helps you with your shipping costs. So that's kind of some of the stuff that for me, it's helped me along the way in learning to essentially get the most bang for my buck. So, and then depending on where stuff is going, like I've got one right now, it's light, but it's going to Oregon. Let's make, yeah, lets you make boxes of sales. Yeah, if you can put everything in one box. If you're selling on a show and you're doing like one at a time kind of stuff, then obviously that makes things a little easier as far as shipping. So do think about that before you're going because I'll be honest, like I've been doing this a while, but in my recent golf show, I actually had some stuff where I ended up underestimating shipping with, and it was costly. But hey, now I know if you're going to sell a golf bag, I'll just tell you if you're going to sell a golf bag, don't do progressive shipping. Just let it be on its own because it's pretty much going to have to go on its own unless you stuff the bag full of other things. But yeah, I sold two golf bags to the same person, so they're not fitting in a box together. You get over that extra bonus. Hey, if there's anybody in the chat that wants to pop in, um, man, even if you've got an item you wanna run while we're in here, you could do that if you want. Or if you have a question about district and you want to pop into the show, just comment down in the chat and I'll bring you in. It's no problem. Hey, Seatic Treasures, thanks for being here. Did you do progressive on the commons auction? Yes, I did. This last auction, it weren't bad because honestly, I sold some lighter items, but I only had two people who bought multiples this past time. You can always tell them you'll refund some shipping. Yeah, true, true. It is one of those things. I've been pretty close. Like honestly, I'll tell you that's the only auction I've ran that I've lost on shipping. Like, and I didn't lose on shipping either. I mean, I did lose if you're line item in it, but not in the overall grand scheme of the auction. So it was pretty good. Pretty good. Anybody want to come in and talk? You're welcome to do so. I can pull you into. Have y'all done any co-hosting? Or if you're signed up to sell on One Stop Shop, I can actually pull you into the room and we can talk for a minute if you want. If you have a question or if you have a tip. I know some of these guys do sell on here. Joe Deals has been selling a lot across a bunch of different platforms. Um, Black Sheep Society has been here. 419 Sports Guy in the house. Good to see you. How's it going? yeah, we're just in here talking district. And like I said, I did open the floor if anybody has any questions. I've just been in here shipping a few items myself, and we talked a little bit about shipping. So I have a couple items that I left over from my show last night. If anybody's interested in me running something, one of it I told somebody earlier was kind of a curiosity. Yeah, I can pull you in. It's no problem. Let's see. Invite the co-host. This is one of the super cool things that I like about District is you don't have to be alone. You can pull people in because for some people, I know some of the hurdle of running an auction is initially being by yourself, right? Like and having to fill all that dead air by yourself. Like that's one of those things. So, Brad, what's going on, buddy?
Not much. Hey, I have one thing I can share, and I only need to been here for a minute. So I sold the on Listening and Loafing the other morning. I was trying to think of the name of your show on Listening and
Yeah,
Loafing. You put the auction up for me, and I sold that, right.
yeah,
It was going to California, and I'd only put like $5 on it. I got one bid, and I'd put like 14.99 shipping. Well, it was going to be more than that, right?
yeah,
I went into when I looked on Pirate Ship, right, to
right.
ship it,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like every one of the sizes were just a little bit over. So like you're supposed to round up to the next size, right? So
Yeah,
just on a whim, I put in like if it was 14 and a quarter inch, instead of rounding up to 15 in Pirate Ship, I put 14 1/4 inch, whatever the next one was, and that size, and I gave it an exact size, and it actually will calculate shipping, and it's different than if it's like, say, if it's like 14 pounds or 15 pounds. It's actually different than both of those a little bit.
yeah. I've started using that with ounces. Sometimes I'll because my scale I can change it from ounce to pound or whatever. I
Yeah,
used to always like put it in as just straight pound, and then because back in the day, remember the rule like it's going to take you to the next stage, right? If
yeah,
you're 1 pound 1 ounce, I mean, if you're well, you could do like 15 ounces, but if you did 16 ounces, like now you're moved into a different category.
right,
If you're like 2 pounds 1 ounce, then it's going to push you up to the next one further down. So I
yeah,
used to do ounces in here, and but I noticed that too. Like I've manipulated that stuff quite a bit, like just trying to figure out like, hey, I mean, just like box resizing. Like some people think that's weird, but I was like, man, if you can get it under a certain cubic, like because pirate ship uses cubic, like
yeah. So yeah, this one was going to be. It was going to go into dimensional weight because
yeah,
it was over the cubic foot, and there
yeah,
was no way to reduce the size of the package because it was as big as it was. And
yeah.
so just on a whim, I just put in those 1/4 inch measurements, and it actually dropped it. If it was going to cost me 14.99, or if it's going to cost, that's what I had for shipping was 14.99, and it was going to push me like up to like 16 or 17, and it actually dropped it right under. It was like 14.72 to ship it. So
Nana Tink in the house. Good to see you, Nana Tink.
all right,
That's,
yeah, I just want to jump in and share that little tidbit in case it was helpful to anybody. So
oh, I just shared Michael's address instead of the. That's no good. Oh man,
it's all good. Well, hey,
I
I'll
took it
jump
out of
out.
YouTube chat, but I don't think I can take it out of here. That's no good. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, cool. All right.
Yeah.
Whoops. If you want to send Sarnock's brother something nice, then you had his address for a second.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming through, man. Like that's definitely a great tip. Now, Brad, you have your Playmobil district up and running now.
Yeah, I play Mobile, and I'm just trying to get my buyers from the other platforms over to Playmoville. I got people that I sell to over and over and over and over, but getting them to switch over to a new platform has been excruciating.
Oh yeah.
And but they're slowly starting to pop over there a little bit at a time. So I think I'm the one thing. If anybody's got a district and they're trying to get people over, the one thing that did seem to help was I sent out a card that I was actually going to be doing a live auction with $1 starts, and I got a few to move over from our other platforms. You know, the prospect of getting something for $1 pulled them in. So, but yeah,
Man, 419. I sold some lefties the other night on our show on sports, Dibbed at Sports. I sold a set of Callaway Steelhead X14s there. Yeah, Nanatink. I know you guys used to do online auctions on YouTube. Honestly, it helps facilitate that far better. And just like right now, so yeah, I hadn't found any long ones yet though. I'll be on the look though for sure. I'm trying to. I've reached out to a few golf places here locally, but yeah, Nanatink. Anytime you want to check it out, hit me up, Instagram or whatever, and I'll help you the best I can. Yeah, the big thing with it is like it does give you more of a platform to where you could bring, but you can also stream to your YouTube. So I know for me, like I haven't done a ton of YouTube auctions, but I have been on back in the day with Lord, my mind's gone blank now. What's my guy's name there? January House. Back in the day, I did a couple auctions with him, and man, dealing with the whole. Invoicing and keeping track of the order, and like for me that was kind of a nightmare. So here, like the shipping, I was showing that earlier, is so easy that you are able to get, like I just shipped an order here that I was just telling somebody, I showed you the actual thing, so I shipped that thing for $9.67 and it would have cost like $12-13. So that's the thing. That's who you're auctioning with now. Man, I need to reach out to Mike and get him on board. Cause yeah, it's definitely one of those things. I mean, there's a fee involved, obviously, but it's not tremendous. It's not eBay. Um, but yeah, it does give you a way to load things in, and you can do giveaways. It's kind of a cool feature, like in here. So go ahead, Brad.
I was just going to tell you, I'm going to pop out, but I'm going to keep listening, and I'll talk to you later, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming through. Yeah, man, definitely check it out. It's one of those things. Like I'd be happy to have you guys come in, and like you can apply to sell here in this marketplace, and we'll look out for you. You can also co-stream, like we were just doing just then. So I can pull people in from the stream here, and they can run auctions, and I can run auction, and it separates and keeps track of it for you. So it's a nice feature with having to. You can do at least two people at the same time, but you can also in the same show. Like I could pull somebody in, like I just did with Brad. He could have came in here and ran stuff from his own store, and then I could pull somebody else in, and like after Brad leaves, I could pull somebody else in. You can't have like three people at the same time, but you can have two people at the same time for sure. So it's pretty interesting to be able to do that. So yeah, I've enjoyed using the app. Like we're still working on trying to get more buyers in the auctions for sure. But yeah, it's definitely one of those things. I'm getting ready to do some card crossover on Diblet cards. Yeah, I know that Tim and those guys are really over there pushing that. Um, so yeah, I'm involved in the sports marketplace. Like I said, we're helping Kevin and Common some and running quite a few auctions there. In the whole Dibdit world, I mean, essentially like that's trash to cash, and a lot of our guys are involved in that as well. So yeah, and then here, one stop shop. We've been here for a while. Like to be honest, I mean, there was Crazy Lamps Lady and back in the backside, like basically before those two guys launched, I had reached out. Ivan had reached out to the RIN, and so we talked to him and got going on here. And then, had a bunch of stuff happen to where we weren't able to continue to push like we were for a while. But Kevin and Dave and Carrie and those guys have been gracious. Like we're trying to, rising tide rises all ships, right? So that's what we're trying to do. Let's just push that on up. But yeah, we'll see you on Tuesday, 419. All right. Is there anybody else that wants to pop in? Got any questions, comments, thoughts about stuff that going on in district. If you're here and you've never ran an auction, or maybe you've got some stuff you want to like just show, then you feel free to do that as well. I'll help you through the process. I've got a little bit of time left, so if not, I'm going to continue shipping and talking with you guys a little bit while we're here. Yeah, man. For you, those guys that don't know, on Tuesdays from 9 to 12 Eastern, we're on Reseller Information Network with Cernock and Tim and Leroy. Leroy should be back this week, to be honest. So it's good. It's good. I do currently have in my store a personal ring light stuff that's for sale. If anybody wants to pick up one of those, it's a ring light for your phone, so you can take your photo booth with you. It has 3 different brightnesses. I've used it listing. It's pretty good, and it's rechargeable. It's got a little charging cord in there. Clips right on your phone. I do have more colors than pink coming. Should be here this week before Tuesday. But that's in the store. It just says ring light on it. Feel free to pick one up. Anybody else want to pop in for a minute? Yeah, you can. Certainly. I don't know if he's talking about now, because I sent the invite. I'm on a massive liquidation myself. I'm on a massive liquidation myself. I'm getting ready to.
Yeah.
Clear out a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I was just talking about whenever you start running again. I've been waiting on you to.
Yeah,
I've been waiting on.
about whenever you start running again. I've been waiting on you to. You must.
Sorry,
Is that on my
feedback loop going?
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah, no,
we
I've just
definitely
been. I've been.
together. I thought about trying to run on Tuesday evenings. Is one of the things I thought about, like for me, on One Stop Tuesday evening.
Yeah. So I had a question on One Stop Shop the other day. It wasn't really. I asked the question about if you just wanted to jump on every morning and run one item, just as an experiment.
Yeah.
And instead of running the whole auction, so I had that Black and Decker green machine food processor thing. It was mine.
Yeah.
I tried to sell it several times at auction, even on One Stop and stuff. It just hadn't sold. It hadn't sold on eBay anywhere else. And I thought, if you could I was just wondering if it would be possible to build an audience where, like, if you went live at 8 o'clock every morning, just sold one item, one good item.
I mean, it's interesting because like this is something that we've been talking about behind the scenes a little bit. Because I was like, we do Reseller Information Network. We typically have 50 or 60 people that come in and hang out with us, just working, right? Like, so we've talked about trying to integrate One Stop into that a little bit, even. But
Yeah.
also just like talking in the sense of, hey guys, if you're trying to get started or getting some traction, I mean, I know for me, like I usually can pull a fair amount of people, like, at least 10, 15, 20 people, like it would come when I go on. But just the idea of getting some traction and helping you through like the beginning, because it's I love the fact they put this feature in. Like for me, I think this is something that sets this platform apart from other platforms, is to be able to go in and share the screen with somebody. And you run your stuff and I run my stuff, and I don't have to keep track of that. They're doing it, keeping track of it. But also, like, it gives you a chance. So if you're kind of intimidated about being on screen, or if you're like, man, I can't really fill this void, I can't really feel the dead air right now. Or like for me, there's times where you're in your auction and things don't go like you need it to go. Like, man, like I've tried to put something in and I'm struggling getting it on the screen. So while I'm working on it, if someone else could be talking and kind of keeping things entertained, or like, hey, could you give me a minute? Could you run another item, like, and just have it together like that? So I do. I love that feature. So that's what we're trying to do, is get this thing, because being Reseller Information Network, like, this is another way to give information, but it's also another way to help people in reselling. Like, hey, you can get on here and you can sell some stuff and make a little, because let's just be honest, eBay is temperamental. Like, we all know, you feed it, you get out what you put in, kind of thing. But sometimes, man, you got a clog in the drain and they ain't coming out like it should. Like, it's gotten backed up. Like, that's the stuff that we look at times. Whereas if you jump on here, are you going to get top dollar for every item? No, absolutely not. You're not. I won't even pretend to say that that's the case. But man, if you want to sell it and the goal is, I got to move it, I got to get out of here and flip your money and use it to buy something better next time. Yeah, that's a way to do it. So
Yeah, I was just my thought was I don't really have the time to run a lot of live auctions, but if
yeah,
I had, I do have things that are good to sell, and that I really maybe haven't sold somewhere else or haven't even bothered to put up anywhere. I thought, just if I could just run like one or two items and be done, and people knew, they're not going to have to spend 30 minutes waiting on. They know what it is, and
well, I think
it's
I
just a
think
different
too,
way
like,
of thinking about experimenting with it.
yeah. That, and there's pre-bids available. So, like, say if you set up your show, like, I'm gonna do one every morning at 8 o'clock. You set up your show, like, you could sit down and create all them shows and list all them items ahead of time and
Yeah,
start getting pre-bids on those things as well, because the pre-bid thing's cool too, because you can pre-bid. Like, one of the tips that I just picked up on recently, I was told it by somebody else, and I'm pretty sure it was Kevin that was talking to me about it. But he was like, man, he said, put your item up before you start talking about it on the stage, because if you put it on the stage, then people can pre-bid while you're talking about it. So that's
yeah,
that's
that's
the
kind of what I
thing
was
that,
thinking. Yes,
yeah.
that's what I was
I
thinking
mean, I
about
think
doing. I was going to load it up as so that if somebody wanted to see what it was,
oh, you got a little robotic going.
they could do it if they wanted there. I have to back every single morning anyway. Spend 5 minutes of
Yeah,
it doing an auction and be done for the day.
yeah. I mean, I think the social aspect
Just
of
a
it,
thought.
like, absolutely fine, says, like, the social aspect of it's cool, because, like, it is one of those things that it's not you're on an island by yourself. Yes, like, you're gonna make your money, I'm gonna make my money, somebody else gonna make their money. Yeah, we understand that, we get that. But, like, the idea of, I mean, just like the whole principle behind us starting listing and loafing was to be able to hang out with folks while you're working, because we all work in a shed, an office space, a warehouse, like, corner of your house, and you're sitting there working by yourself. Well, that gets boring, like, just to sit there by yourself all day long. I mean, you could consume mass amounts of YouTube, and I've done that before too. But, like, to be able to interact in something, Yeah, I think it's good to have that basis, and like honestly, it is creating a community of resellers and buyers as well. Like for you to come on.
All right. Well, I'm going to head back out again. I was just my comment was let us know when
Yeah,
you're going to be running. Whether you put it in one stop shop. I
yeah, yeah,
mean, yeah, one stop shop chat or something. Let us know. Might jump in with you and run.
yeah, for sure. I'm planning on setting an auction up for Tuesday this week, and I'll probably go Tuesday at like 7. I'm trying to be a little bit more conscious of. I know for me, a lot of people watch from West Coast, like on RIN and stuff too. So trying to just figure that out, like what's a good time. So
Gotcha. All
that's what
right.
I'm thinking.
Well, peace, brother.
I also did a
I'll
giveaway.
talk to you
Yeah,
later,
that's
man.
cool. All right. Yeah, looking forward to it. I think you froze. Are you first? Jodios did the giveaway table to increase the amount of people in the stream and giveaway calls. Winner can pick something they want. Yeah, cool. Yeah, Nana Team. Just let me know for sure. Let me know if you guys are interested in it. I can get you set right on up. I can. Yeah, I liked that the other night, Joe. I saw that where you did the giveaway table. That's kind of cool. Yeah, put your better items in for pre bids and interest for your auction. That's a great tip as well. What color lights are coming? What color lights are coming? Um, hold on. I got it. I got a bag in. I don't know if they're in this box or if that's something else. I don't know if it's in this box or if it's something else. I think I have white and let me see here. Yeah, I have white ones are transparent, like white. And I think there's black ones coming too. I have to put it in the I have to put the other ones in. The pink ones were the ones I got first. I don't know if the black ones showed up yet. Hmm. This one's a little different. The next gen. Something else I like about Whatnot over it. It's easier to change an old credit card to a new one on Whatnot. It took 3 days to do so in District. Rosella, I'll reach out to Ivan. Well, I'm gonna have to put a new line item in for these. These are different. These are battery packed. That one, but I can send you the white one. I'll send you the white one. This is the rechargeable one, Joe. Yeah, I'll reach out to Ivan on that, Rosilla. I'm not real sure why it would take 3 days. That's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. All right, guys. Hey, well, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I've been on for 15 minutes. And I don't know. Like I said, this is the one thing I didn't have that sold last night. I may try to run that real quick, and then if anybody wants it, we can get it to you. Let's see what it says here. Right now, if you want to buy one of those ring lights, you can do that down at the bottom. I just need to make sure I get the shipping right on this because it's, yeah, that's pretty cheap. I'll run this for 1 minute and then we'll dip out. So look, this is like, there's like 90 of these in there. If you're crafty, want to do something crafty with them, they're kind of crazy. They say Old Hickory trademark. If you're into like railroad stuff, apparently this was like railroad uniform stuff. I don't know what they would do with it, but hey, 90 of them. You can probably find something creative to do with them. Nothing else. Like I said, there's 90 of them, so there's that. It's a whole sack of them. If you got something crafty in mind, Old Hickory. I think it's kind of cool. Little, probably find something cool to do with them. I'd actually thought about, man, if you made them like into a loop, you could do something kind of crazy like this. Right. Need padding for my light. Yeah. You can customize the Old Hickory light. Well, honestly, if you were to sew them into a loop, you could probably hang some tools or something on them. Who knows? All right, JDOs. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with me today. We'll probably do some more of these. Make sure you're checking us out on Tuesday. I'm going to preload an auction in for Tuesday night. So if you guys want to come be a part of that, I can pull some folks in if they want to sell with me. I know Brad's already mentioned it. But yeah, we can do that. All right, we'll talk to you. Y'all have a good day.